Okay, you guys, this is not scripted and I'm not making this stuff up. And that's why I'm glad God is with me where I can't make it up because it's coming out of the dome from what really happened. And psychologically, I know you guys will see the cue points of me trying to remember exactly what were the visions that I had. Um, I know some people probably want some clarity about why I went so hard on Nicki Minaj. Okay, first of all, Nicki Minaj was doing ritual dances in the visitations that and I saw her in the visions when I was in the jail in the spirit. Okay. Like when I first saw Nicki Minaj, I was in the psych ward and I saw Nicki Minaj come and I saw Black China and I saw some other people and she ran like she had some wigs, like some lace fronts, some real nice lace fronts, and she was like showing me like ooh like nice, this what you should have, like something like that. And then she had took me into this basement, and it was like a mansion, and down there in the basement, and I could feel the Holy Spirit like no, like no, like no, like don't go down there, it's not safe, you know what I'm saying? And she was taking other people down there too, and they was following her, and they was like, I don't know if they trusted her or if they was in on some other stuff, satanic stuff, but they was going with her, you know. And I was kind of like, she kind of like snatched me down there with her a little bit, or she, you know, like the spirit was telling me as I was going, like warning me, like this whatever place that she just brought you into, this not nowhere holy. And so when I got down there, it was like this big old spacious living room, like a room, like a mansion. Like it was like I was in a mansion and it was dark. It was dark. It was dark. And there was a wicked spirit inside of the mansion. And Black China was down there. And she kinda had the same like little wig like Nicki Minaj or whatever, and they had on this dark, well, she had on, I think, dark clothing, like black or something. And she was down there in this living room, and there was this wicked spirit that was in there, and it was trying to like go through her and move around the room and go through everybody else and snatch your soul, it felt like. Because when I went and seen it, I was like, whoa, and then I think I don't know if I screamed or if I don't know. I just wanted to get up out of there. Like, I'm up out of here. You crazy. Or something. I tripped out. And somebody else, I think, did too. Everybody did. Everybody was like, ah, you know, like. And so I ended up getting up out of there. And so I had another vision of Nicki Minaj. Um, and she had came to me and was showing me like her hair all wet and wavy. I told y'all about that. Like it looked wet, like with gel or something in it. And she was like, and it was something about she had a new, like she doing music and look at her hair when it's natural. And then I was looking at it, and then God had said something about her. Like God was with me, and He said something about her that was messy. I don't mean to say it like that, but he said something like, "Oh, baby, don't worry, such and such," and then I was like, like you know how somebody tell you a little secret about somebody, and like he was basically telling me, "Don't be starting nothing that she like trying to show off to you or whatever." Because something, and it was something about I think her hair. Oh, he was like all that gel and all that stuff you had to put in it. Yeah, I think that's what he said. Um. But anyway, it was something. And it was something that just kind of got me like, okay, you know. And something about Lil Bow Wow, I think, was in that vision. In like a song or something. Um, but then I had another vision of her, and she did a ritual dance. And the dance, she was young, like it was young Nicki. And I did some research on her and found out that she had been in front of the cameras for a very long time. And when she was young. And I seen her doing this ritual dance in the street. and she was like doing something, and then she got on the floor and like did something, and I was like, that's Nicki Minaj, and she dancing in the street, and what is she doing? And her hair had the little curls, I think, like black curls, and she was doing some little ritual dance in the street, and she had on some like young looking clothes, I think, like blue jean shorts or something, I don't know. And I was looking at her and I was like, what is she doing? And so this was in the vision when I was in the jail. I was like, what is she doing? And then I seen my cousin Desiree, and I seen some other black girls, and they had on red and yellow, and they was out in the street and they was dancing like this little, it looked like a little tribal dance, but it almost looked like it was tribal, but it wasn't being given to the right one. You know what I'm saying? Like they was dancing out there, but like the one who they were dancing for was not the right one who they were supposed to be dancing for. And something about maybe some possible like wickedness in their hearts, you know what I'm saying, towards their own people, you know what I'm saying, then out there dancing and but really try out there dancing, you know what I'm saying. And then I seen the restaurant where the shooting supposedly happened, and it was not the same restaurant where it actually happened. And I seen this man who was not the real detective on my case. And I walked up to the place, and there was a whole bunch of white women sitting outside, a bunch of people all around, like people that was not there the day of the shooting. And it was a totally different scene. Like they had the restaurant looking like it was all fancy, and like the way it was not even the same restaurant. So then I was like asking the detective, because God was with me, and he was basically having me say whatever it was that he wanted me to say. And God was like, okay, so where is the video? And the detective said there was no video of the incident, but there was supposedly a video of the incident. But we thought there was. And so the detective said, oh, well, there was no video of the incident. And so I heard the real detective voice when he said that. I heard the real detective, Jim McDougal, and he's an old white man. And I seen his spirit in the air, but it disappeared. And he said there was no video. Because that's what he told me, that there was no video in the back of the restaurant where the shooting happened. And I'm not going to go into details about that right now because I already did. Now, this is about something totally different. So there was no video where it happened, is what he was saying in the spirit. And he told me that. But supposedly there was a video. And so all of a sudden, I saw me in the hospital bed in the restaurant, inside the restaurant, and they had a booth that was wooden and all fancy with fancy glasses inside the restaurant when I went inside, and that's not what kind of restaurant it was. It was right across the street from my house. I ran and went in there for help with my child. And I tried to show y'all the pictures of it, and I will. They done changed the restaurant around a little bit to try to make it look fancy, but they can't get away with that because it still look the same, and it's still right down the street from my house. But anyway, so in the vision, when I went in the restaurant, I went back into the back of the restaurant, and it was like they were trying to make it was all fancy, and I went by supposedly where they were saying it happened, and at this little fancy booth, and I seen the detective say there was no video in the back of the restaurant. And seeing him disappear, and there's some fake detective in the restaurant in the spirit, and then the real detective said there was no video in the back of the restaurant, and I was right there, and then I saw me in the spirit, and I was laid back in the hospital bed, and my baby daddy he was sitting on the bed over me, and he had on black and white, and he was like a gang member or something nowadays or some shit, I don't know. And then he handed me the baby in my arms, and I seen him hand me a baby, and I was in the hospital bed, and I'm looking at him like, give me my baby. And and it was like something about another woman or something, and I'm like, I know the fuck y'all ain't got no another woman around me, and I was like, I don't want no women around me. And I seen my baby daddy sitting right there, and he handed me a little baby, and I held the baby in my arms. And then I looked at the fake detective, and then I walked out the restaurant, and I seen a fake reenactment of what they were saying happened. And I seen my baby daddy walking down the street, and I seen them trying to make it seem like he was trying to get with somebody else, and I got jealous, and he was walking down the street trying to leave me, and then showing somebody that wasn't even me, I don't know, walking up to him to try to shoot him in the back of the leg while he was walking away outside on the sidewalk or something in the middle of the street or something like. And when I saw that, I wanted to wake up, but I think I went off in the vision like, hold on, who is you and who is you, and because it was spiritual and it went away, and I was like, y'all know that ain't what really happened, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know that that's not, because I was in the spirit and I was with God, and He was showing me what they was trying to make it seem like how it really happened, and then so I was like, that ain't what really happened, and who is this and who is that, and because he didn't really get shot, but God was showing me how they was trying to make it seem that somebody had walked up on him and shot him while he was walking down the street. And I don't know, but it was a plot. So I went off in the vision, like, once it went away, I went off on the people at like the fake restaurant and in the street, because I guess they had people out there, in the spirit, and there was people trying to act like they was witnesses and, just bullshit. And so I was like, y'all don't go. And that was the vision I had with Nicki Minaj. So anyway, this was like some sort of ritual. And so I had another vision um, of Nicki Minaj when I got out the jail, and I was at Henry Brown House, and I had started doing music and putting music on my page. Bands on My Head is one of the songs I did. Everybody know I got bands on my head because, I was really just venting about what really was going on. But anyway, I started putting out some music, and I had been putting out the evidence for my case and showing like the little operations people was doing around me, the hospitals, people in the streets, family, friends, just random people you meet and you think can help you and be your boyfriend. I setups all over the place, and I remember seeing the vision of Nicki when I had made a video of my stomach, showing my stomach and my baby moving at Henry Brown House, and they was doing the same operations over there. And Henry Brown, because I was vulnerable, I've been out there with my stuff, and they've been pulling this the whole time. So when I got to Henry Brown House and realized he was pulling bullshit and everything, I realized how important it was to just show the truth. And so I started showing the baby stomach moving, and they started shooting outside, like trying to intimidate me. I recorded a video, and I told that they did that too. And so when I went to sleep, I had a vision of Nicki Minaj, and she had her baby bump, and it was all big and healthy, because she rich. And so I was like, or it's just sold out anyway. But so her stomach was all big and huge, and she was dancing and trying to say, "Oh, you not one of us," like because her and other rappers, was rapping, but they all high priestess now. So I ain't worrying about that, but that's basically what she was telling me in that vision, and she was just showing off her baby bump and everything. And then so I had another vision of Nicki Minaj before that. Actually, thank God it's coming back to me. I had another vision of Nicki Minaj before that when I was somewhere. I think I can't remember exactly who home I was in, because you see I've been having to go from place to place, and I know they tried to do that to get me all discombobulated and everything. But basically the vision that I had about her in that vision was she came to me and she had on her little normal, like, that wig, that platinum kind of wig she be wearing. She had on something kind of like that, and she had me in the car with her because I had started putting out major evidence, and I had started going real hard, and I had already exposed some of the other visions that I had been at her, and ain't no switching sides with me, you know what I'm saying, because people is very fake, when they think you getting a hold on something, a lot of people will come out the woodwork like they're gonna be on your side, then if they say you losing, they back away and turn on you real quick. So in this vision, she had me on the passenger side in the car, and she was driving, and it was like big body car, you know what I'm saying? And um matter of fact, I don't want to forget about this other vision. I had a vision of her when I was at Henry Brown house, and I didn't want to smoke no weed. I was like, cause weed can relieve stress, and I was like, I don't want to smoke no weed, you know what I'm saying? I was like, nobody don't give me no weed, no smoke no weed, or anything like that. And so I had been sober and go out, but like, you killing them when you sober, because they know that that's wrong what everybody did to you. So anytime you hear blunt or do anything, anybody sees you do something, they want to try to talk about you and say all the stuff but he didn't even go into that. He was just like, you killing them when you sober, like they ain't got nothing to really say about you. And he showed Nicki Minaj riding down the street in this real nice truck, and she had this wig on, and she was trying to, like, she was riding down the street all like real Hollywood, and it was nothing really special about it, you know what I'm saying? And she looked nice, you know what I'm saying? The car was nice and everything, but he was like, if you on the street and they done did you like this, and this woman drive past you like that, and looking all nice and all pretty with her nice little car, after what these folk done did to you and your baby, that's dead ass wrong. But if you on some kind of drug, if they can say you on some kind of drug, if they can say, even if it's weed, if they can say you on anything, then she could feel good about just riding past you with her nice car and her nice pretty body and looking good. You're like, but when you sober, you killing them when you sober. Cause then she could ride past you, and she was riding past me like this. Cause I was sober. She looked pretty. Her car was nice. But she was riding past me looking like, cause I was sober. And God was showing that ain't right. Like, people might say, oh, that's her, man. It ain't about that. But that's the vision I seen. And so the other vision that I seen of her was when I was putting out more information. And I was, I don't know who I was with, y'all, y'all see, I done had to be with so many different people. But I was on the passenger side, and she was in the front seat. And I don't know if it was just me and her in the car, but she was in the front seat, and she was driving in a parking lot like damn near doing Willie or something. Like, you know how you just drive circling around the parking lot and then park somewhere? That's pretty much what she did. And we was ducked off, you know what I'm saying? And she was like, something about some Love and Hip Hop shit. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, I was like, man, like, and God had told me to tell her, well, my life is really like that. I don't have no scripts. And he was like, I don't need Love and Hip Hop, because my real life is really like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I guess that means something when a lot of people got to be so fake, and then you got to go make up a whole bunch of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And then if somebody really going through the shit, you know what I'm saying, they don't want to fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? But then you got people that really could have their shit together, and then y'all want to run around and act crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's just totally different level of shit, you know? So I would have to have my own show anyway. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing because I'm just keeping to the topic. So in the car with her, she was like, I don't know exactly what she said about Love Hip Hop or something, but she was like, damn, she said something about a knife she said something about you will have to pull out a knife on your baby daddy to get him to be there at the birth. And I'm looking at her, because y'all know I don't even think I can even give birth to my baby. Like, I don't know. I told y'all about the visions that I had, and that's all I really done seen, but and I seen like me trying to give birth, like a vision of me trying to give birth, and something about my baby daddy. And so And he won't even admit that I was pregnant. He was trying to lie about it, when they was taking me to the family courts and still trying to talk to me. But I wouldn't talk to him. I don't talk to my baby daddy other than when I cross-examined him and won the case against him for our son. And that's when, they pulled some more shit where he supposedly beat up another woman and ended up back in the jail. And then now Cynthia wanted to sue me. So I had to go against Cynthia and I won against her too. But they tried to use my living situation and having people set me up since I've been out the jail to have me on homeless on the streets. And, I'm not finna even go into too much detail about that because that's really what my whole channel is about. And I've been showing it. So, and it's much more to it. It's a lot of wickedness that needs to be exposed. It ain't just about, getting no drug. It ain't just about, getting no house. This ain't just about getting no car. This ain't just about getting on your feet and getting yourself together because you been in jail. And this ain't about you got to get your life together. No, Ayana fix my life bullshit. This ain't none of that. This real shit. And this is about spiritual wickedness that's in them folks and some stuff, and it needs to be brought to the light now pertaining to my child. So I only know a few women who probably can understand where I'm coming from. You know what I'm saying? They'll have to reach out to me on some real shit, and God will have to confirm through His Holy Spirit before I get close to any of them people. So anyway, so she said that in the car, and then like that pretty much was it. And I'm not in control of this stuff. And so I had another vision of her, and that was last night. And the vision that I had of her, she had all this luggage, and I told y'all about the airport thing and the Sergeant Anderson being one of the sergeants from the jail. Remember one of the names, and I went back and I said, I don't know who's male and female, but it was white males and white female sergeants that was doing this and, refusing to let me into population. And then I was having these visitations. So anyway, I don't want to stay too much stuck on this lady, but I had those visitations from this lady, and I believe that was a ritual dance that she was doing for the devil. And y'all know I don't like to even say his name, but in order for y'all to understand, you have to understand who the devil is. And when God showed me, when Satan came to me, and Satan was white, and God showed me an old, white, blue-eyed devil and called him devil. And Satan was different, and God called him Satan. But they had like the same spirit or something like that. And these people are paying Nicki Minaj. You know what I'm saying? These are the people that really got them that rich. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, black people help support these artists till they get to a certain level, but then white America get them. And then the dance that she was doing, I believe, because you notice after white America get them, they start throwing up those demonic hand signs, and they start doing all that ritual stuff. And then want to try to tell y'all that that's the original knowledge of mankind and all that bullshit. So it was very subliminal, and it still is very subliminal, but the information is out there. And it's out there. It's a lot of information out there, but it's a lot of deceitful information out there as well. So you gotta really just do a little research. But she was out there dancing. I feel like it was a ritual dance because when a black woman is about to be killed in a cell, and you have another black woman that's being paid by the people who wanted her dead, that's a ritual dance. You dancing knowing that they finna try to come and kill a person. And then I saw the other black girls doing a ritual dance in the street, and I saw a family member out there with them. So y'all, the tribes, for the white man, for Satan's. No, I'm not gonna keep calling y'all that. But for Satan. And that's why I warn the tribes. Any of my bloodlines that God called unto me. So you got God children that's like me to the Lord, and we dance to the Lord, and it's a battle. And we might be all broke down and scarred up, but it don't matter. It's two different sides, because God got his perfect children. He showed me what he see me as, and I'm good. I just had to go through that in this life, but he can restore me at any point in time. And I wanted people to see my struggle, because a lot of people see me and think that, oh, she got it all together. Oh, la, 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 la. I want people to see me and the levels of the stress and things like that I had to go through. Because it's not a game. And the ritual dances that I seen them do, from my perspective, I know that's what it was. And then I seen the fake restaurant and the fake story and the cover up about the pregnancies. And then something about like trying to make it seem like my little boy was some tiny little baby. My baby was 22 months old. He was about to be 2 years old. He was not 2-month old newborn being slung around, because then it really would have went down worse than that if he was doing what he was doing. It was like they was just lying about everything. And so seeing that ritual dance before, and then seeing them lying about the scene, and they was back there trying to murder me while I was having these visions. So that was one of the first dances that I seen her do. So then the vision that I had last night about her, because y'all know I released information telling y'all that they was trying to do a ritual on my pregnancy. I told y'all about that. So then I had a vision last night, and she was in it. And then there was something about Sergeant Anderson. So I don't want to stay too stuck on her, because I know they love probably for somebody's name to be in their mouth and then turn around and say you don't want the person even talking about you. So you know how that go. I'm just telling you what I saw for my child, like I said. And there's a lot of people that's claim on all my videos that they don't like my videos. But it's a few family members that contacted me that wouldn't have contacted me if I wasn't making videos and heard that I was making videos. And there's a lot of people out there that I know don't like me. So, as soon as I see, oh, I don't like your video, I'll be like, these hoes still watching my videos, and as far as anybody else wanting entertainment, this is not entertainment. You know what I'm saying? This is not entertainment. This is very serious. And it's not for entertainment. So people want to be entertained. People just want to be entertained. I had to realize that they want to be able to click on something that is going to make them feel good or make them laugh, or, just whatever stupid shit, But when you talking about something real that don't pertain to their entertainment, then you want to sit over there and say you don't like it, or you want to say you don't like something that I said. Well, if I'm saying the truth, then you just don't like for me to say the truth. And if you say you don't like my delivery, then I really just don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? Because if somebody has been in distress and going through the things that I have gone through, you are a very wicked person to sit there and click up, oh, you don't like my video. Like, the shit just need to come out, period. Goodbye.